What if I told you that something as ordinary as a glass of milk could quietly move you closer to a stroke? Would you believe it? Many seniors drink milk daily, believing it's always safe and nourishing. Yet, throughout my years in practice, I've seen countless patients shocked to discover that certain milk products were silently damaging their arteries, increasing blood pressure, and paving the way for a dangerous stroke. I still recall Mr. Harris, age 67, who came to me after a minor stroke. He was stunned when I explained that his favorite indulgence, a sweet, creamy dairy drink, was one of the hidden reasons his arteries had become stiff and clogged. Like so many others, he assumed that any kind of milk must be healthy. That's why today's video is critical. We're going to reveal 7 common milk products that older adults often consume, unaware they may raise stroke risk. Let me ask you, do you believe the milk you drink daily is truly safe for your heart? And if you discovered it wasn't, would you be willing to make a small change? If your answer is yes, type 1 in the comments. If you're unsure, type 0. We read and respond to every comment. And before we begin, subscribe to Healthy Life Daily so you don't miss our future tips on living longer, healthier, and more vibrant lives. 1. Yogurt made with whole milk and added sugar. Many seniors start their mornings with a bowl of creamy yogurt, believing it's a gentle, healthy ritual. But when that yogurt is made with whole milk and loaded with sugar, the picture changes completely. Whole milk yogurt is full of saturated fat. When sugar is added, the mix disrupts the delicate balance of fats in your blood. Over time, this imbalance, called dyslipidemia, damages the lining of arteries. Once the inner wall is injured, it becomes sticky, allowing cholesterol to collect and form plaques. These plaques narrow the vessels and make them brittle, setting the stage for stroke if one ruptures. I remember Mrs. Thompson, age 70 from Ohio. She came to me worried about dizziness and shortness of breath. She proudly said she avoided desserts, but admitted she ate 2 bowls of sweetened whole milk yogurt every day, thinking it was healthier than ice cream. Her tests revealed very high LDL cholesterol and triglycerides. A scan confirmed early artery thickening. She was devastated to realize that her healthy snack was harming her. With guidance, she switched to plain low-fat yogurt topped with fresh fruit. Within 6 months, her cholesterol improved, and she felt lighter and more energetic. If you enjoy yogurt, you don't need to quit. Just choose plain low-fat or Greek yogurt without added sugar. A handful of berries or a drizzle of honey is far less harmful than sugar-heavy flavored cups. Even small swaps like this protect arteries and keep your brain healthier. And this is only the beginning. Because what comes next may surprise you even more. A milk product many seniors grew up loving, yet it can harden arteries so quickly it rivals some of the worst habits. 2. Evaporated milk. For many older adults, evaporated milk brings back childhood memories. Its thick, creamy texture feels comforting, and some people add it to coffee or desserts every day. But hidden in that familiar can is a heavy load of cholesterol and saturated fat. When consumed often, these fats coat the walls of your arteries like wax clogging a pipe. Over time, the vessel loses flexibility. Instead of expanding easily with each heartbeat, it stiffens and weakens. When blood pressure rises, from stress, excitement, or even climbing stairs, the fragile wall may crack. A rupture in the brain can trigger a devastating hemorrhagic stroke. I think of Mr. Delgado, a 70-year-old retired mechanic. For decades, he poured evaporated milk into his morning coffee. He said it gave him the perfect flavor. But when he visited the clinic after dizzy spells, his blood pressure was dangerously high and a scan revealed early brain vessel damage. He was shocked. He rarely ate fried foods or fast food. Yet that daily splash of full-fat evaporated milk had quietly burdened his arteries for years. When he switched to lighter alternatives and began monitoring blood pressure, his health gradually improved. If you love creamy coffee, try unsweetened almond milk, oat milk, or reduced-fat evaporated milk. They provide richness without clogging arteries. Some patients even blend low-fat milk with cinnamon or vanilla for flavor, heart-friendly and satisfying. 3. Flavored milk powders. And while this is worrying, the next milk product is even more deceptive. It combines two threats at once: fat and sugar, a double punch to your arteries. Powdered milk may seem convenient, just scoop, stir, and enjoy. But when it's flavored and made with whole milk, it quietly becomes one of the riskiest choices for seniors. Why? Because it delivers two blows at once: saturated fat from whole milk and added sugar from flavoring. Together, these raise LDL cholesterol and spike blood sugar, creating what scientists call a metabolic storm. This storm accelerates plaque buildup and raises blood pressure, dramatically increasing stroke risk. What makes it tricky is the marketing. Flavored milk powders are sold as fun, family-friendly treats. Seniors often prepare them for grandchildren, not realizing they themselves drink the same sugary mix daily. Take Mrs. Carter, 74, a grandmother from Texas. Every night she enjoyed a warm cup of chocolate-flavored milk powder. She believed it helped her relax. But over the years, she gained weight, her blood pressure rose, and her blood sugar slipped into prediabetes. One night she fainted in her kitchen. At the hospital, doctors discovered thickened arteries and a heart under strain. She was devastated to learn her cozy ritual was quietly harming her body. With support, she replaced flavored powder with plain almond milk and a square of dark chocolate. Her health improved and she felt more energetic. If you like milk powders, choose plain non-fat versions and add natural flavors like cinnamon, unsweetened cocoa, or blended fruit. This avoids hidden sugars and fats while keeping the comfort. 4. Whole milk. And this danger doesn't stop here. Even classic whole milk itself, something many of us grew up with, can quietly set the stage for stroke. Whole milk feels timeless, like pure nourishment. But for seniors, this traditional choice is risky. Packed with saturated fat, it directly raises LDL cholesterol. As LDL climbs, it settles in artery walls, forming plaques. These not only narrow blood flow but also may rupture. If one cracks, the body tries to patch it with a clot. That clot can block blood flow to the brain, causing an ischemic stroke. I recall Mrs. Allen, age 69, a retired teacher. She avoided sweets and processed foods, but she loved her daily glass of whole milk. Her blood pressure was fine, but her cholesterol rose year after year. Eventually, scans revealed advanced plaque in her carotid arteries, the main vessels carrying blood to the brain. She was shocked, thinking milk was harmless. After switching to 1% milk and eating more leafy greens and fish, her cholesterol finally improved. She said she wished she'd known sooner. If you still enjoy milk, don't give it up completely. Opt for low-fat or skim versions, calcium and protein without artery-clogging fat. Some even prefer fortified plant-based milks like soy, which support heart health. The key isn't removing joy, but making small, safe adjustments. So tell me, does that daily glass of milk truly help your health, or could it be holding you back? Comment 1 if you've wondered about it, 0 if it surprised you. And don't forget to subscribe to Healthy Life Daily for more life-saving conversations. 5. Flavored milk cartons. And as we continue, things get trickier. Because when milk is flavored, chocolate, strawberry, banana, the risks grow in unexpected ways. Flavored milk feels playful and harmless. But behind colorful cartons is one big trap: sugar. Many contain as much sugar as soda. Regularly drinking them spikes blood sugar, forcing the body to release insulin. Over time, constant spikes cause insulin resistance, a key driver of type 2 diabetes. Diabetes doesn't just affect blood sugar. It changes the bloodstream itself. Excess glucose thickens blood, damaging small vessels. With weight gain that follows sugary drinks, the heart and brain are pushed harder. Blood becomes heavier, stickier, and more prone to clots. A clot reaching the brain can block circulation in seconds, causing a stroke. Another danger: The false belief that flavored milk is healthy just because it has calcium and protein. While those nutrients are useful, they don't cancel out the harm from daily sugar overload. It's like adding vitamins to a dessert. It doesn't make the dessert good for your arteries. The safer choice: unsweetened milk with natural flavorings. Add pure cocoa, fresh berries, or cinnamon. If you miss chocolate milk, blend low-fat milk with cocoa powder and just a drop of honey, far healthier than store-bought cartons. 6. Condensed milk. And sugar doesn't hide only in flavored milk. One of the oldest dairy staples, condensed milk, delivers such intense sugar that it can raise blood pressure instantly. Condensed milk is a favorite in many kitchens. Thick, creamy, sweet, it's added to coffee, desserts, or even eaten plain. But just a few spoonfuls pack massive sugar. This causes sharp spikes in blood sugar and blood pressure. For seniors with stiff arteries, that sudden strain is dangerous, like forcing a fragile pipe to handle a flood. Repeated overload hardens arteries. Vessels lose the ability to expand and contract. The heart works harder, and the risk of rupture in the brain increases, leading to a hemorrhagic stroke. Another problem: it's easy to underestimate. A spoon in coffee, a drizzle on fruit, a dessert layer, it adds up quickly. Unlike fruit sugar with fiber and nutrients, condensed milk's refined sugar is pure stress for arteries. Better options: sweeten drinks with honey or stevia in low-fat milk. Or use fruit as a natural sweetener in smoothies. This satisfies cravings while protecting heart and brain. So tell me, have you ever relied on condensed milk daily? Press 1 if yes, 0 if no. And subscribe to Healthy Life Daily to keep learning safer habits. 7. Cream and butter. And if you think condensed milk is heavy, wait until we look at cream and butter, where hidden fats make blood thick and clots form with frightening ease. Cream and butter are kitchen favorites. A pat of butter on bread, a splash of cream in coffee, they feel like little luxuries. But for seniors, they're hidden dangers. Dense and saturated fat, sometimes with trans fats, they raise triglycerides and LDL cholesterol. This thickens blood and slows its flow. Thicker blood clots more easily, and a clot in the brain can block circulation in minutes, triggering stroke. What makes them risky is portion size. A tablespoon may look small, but daily use quietly loads the body with fat. Over time, arteries stiffen, the heart strains harder, and stroke and heart attack risk rises. Many assume natural dairy fat is harmless. Yet research consistently shows saturated fat contributes to vascular disease as strongly as processed foods. The good news: you don't need to give up flavor. Swap heavy cream with unsweetened oat milk or low-fat half and half. For spreading, use avocado or olive oil-based alternatives, healthy fats that protect circulation. Another tip: portion control. Switching from a tablespoon to a teaspoon makes a real difference over time. By cutting hidden fats little by little, you help arteries stay flexible and strong. The bigger lesson. Now that we've uncovered all 7 dangers, the real lesson is bigger than any single food. Protecting health means building patterns, choosing foods that nourish, habits that protect, and lifestyles that keep the heart and brain thriving. Today you've seen how 7 common milk products, once believed harmless, can quietly raise stroke risk. They feel comforting on the surface, but inside the body they strain the heart, damage arteries, and make strokes more likely. Here's the hopeful truth: your health isn't shaped by one food, but by daily choices. Switching to low-fat or plant-based options, eating fruits and vegetables, staying active, and monitoring blood pressure, these habits protect both heart and brain. It's not about restriction, but balance. Have you ever changed a food habit after learning it was harmful? Share your story in the comments. It may inspire others. If this video helped you, give it a like and subscribe to Healthy Life Daily so you don't miss more simple steps to make aging healthier and stronger. In our next video, we'll explore daily habits beyond food that also shape your stroke risk.